What's up, everybody? How's it going? Sorry if the volume was too loud. I tried to turn it down. The volume was too loud, and then whatever. I don't know. But anyway, I tried to help you guys. Don't panic. Nobody panic. Ooh, there's the dark theme, everybody. That's not what we want to look at right away, though. Here's what we're gonna look at. We're gonna look at the spreadsheet that Rob didn't choose to bring up before the show because he only had an hour to do it. Also happens to be speaking about himself in the third person. I don't know what's going on. Let's say hello to my co-host, everybody, so that I can talk less. Drake, how are you doing?
Doing good. Happy Sunday, everybody. What's going on?
What's going on? What about Fury Fate? How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. But you talking less is like asking the sun to not rise from the east.
The sun doesn't really rise though, does it? We just spin around it.
Fine, whatever with your fucking
We
astronomical
spin
technique.
around and then we go around. We rotate and we
Orbit.
revolution around. It's all everything's spinning and it's everything's 25,000 miles an hour. It's insane. You don't feel it. So before I forget to tell everybody, I mean, I'll probably remind everybody at the end, but next week, you don't want to miss that. There's going to be a bunch of people on the show, and we're going to do way back in the beginning, show number 3. We did don'ts and do's for Fantasy Grounds, and so now next week we're going to do don'ts and do's redux. So be here for that. Now, today we're just going to be answering people's questions and talking about some DM Guild stuff, but Drake's idea and Fury's idea, basically everybody's idea but mine, which was show the dark theme because it's cool. Look at that. This is the dark theme. So if you have the dark theme, which is available at the Fantasy Grounds website, it's right here. I'll put the URL in the chat in case people want to click on it. But I would also like to...
Official Fantasy Grounds merch.
Yeah, it's official merch from Fantasy Grounds, exactly. I would also like to tell people, educate people that don't know, that you can buy, like, this is $10. So you may think that might be a little high, but if you buy it, then you own it. And of course it has a bunch of stuff in it. And they have so many though. Here's a thing that says for more info on the FG Art Pack subscription, click here. And if you do that, it brings you to this webpage, which is the whole subscription. Now you can do it for, they say $5 a month, but it's really $4.99. Even though it's a penny, I get really, is it $5 or is it $4.99? Just come on, tell us which it is. But it's $4.99. So
Like,
if you did it,
I want to see this space art pack.
yeah. So if you did it for $4.99 a month, that would cost you 12 cents short of $60 a year. So it would cost you $59.88. Or you can do it for $50 a year, and so you save $9.88 per year. Now, what people need to understand is if you subscribe to the art pack, you get every single one of these. Look how many there are. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6, 12, 18, 20. Wait. It skipped on me. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 36. So there's currently 34 art packs, and you get to $330 is what it would cost if you purchased all of them. So you can rent those for $5 a month or $50 a year. Now what happens is, and I have the $50 subscription because I gotta have everything. So, and then like I own this, and then I own I think some at the bottom. Yeah, I own like 5 of them, so 5 out of 34. Now what happens is if you have the subscription, you get access to all this stuff. But if you cancel the subscription, then you lose access to all the stuff that you had except for what you own. And the reason that's important is if you make characters with tokens from there, or you make maps with assets, or you're doing anything with the art packs, and then you cancel your subscription, Fantasy Grounds knows that that's attached, so you lose those assets in anything you made. So, for example, let's say you were Furied and you wanted to make a map with the space pack. You could do that, but then if you cancel your subscription, that map will have red X's on it where those assets are. But then if you rebuy or resubscribe, you get them back. So it doesn't go away, it doesn't delete them or anything. It just doesn't allow you access. And they explain all that here, so just so you guys know. That's how that works. Ooh, there's already a question from Tom Knapp. Hey, by the way, speaking of Tom Knapp, thank you for the subs and the resubs and the follows, everybody. I really appreciate that. BitBoss. So Tom Knapp says, did they fix the headers for paragraphs yet on the dark theme? I find it hard to read the dark gray with red. Let's look.
That's so pretty, that background. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he was saying I find it hard to read the dark gray with the red headers. I don't see red header there.
Maybe a
where-
title, title. Go to something that's got a title.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was an example that pops up with a red header.
So what would
Oh,
an
section from the
example
book.
be?
He's saying open a section from the book.
Story, like a story entry.
Okay, so there's no oh, so he's having trouble reading the red on the gray. Is that what you're saying?
That I guess that's what he's saying. It doesn't look that bad.
Some of the
So they did not fix it then. Now you're using the term
font extensions will need to play with those too, because that will change.
Oh,
the way
you
it
know what?
looks, too.
Let me go back out and I do have one font extension turned on. So let me turn it off and see if it makes a difference. I don't think the font extension that I use has anything to do with colors though.
So your font extension, it helps make it easier to read stuff, right?
Right. I use Maticuri's Roboto FGU, but let's turn it
I
off.
do too. I like
and
that
we'll
one.
see. That's my favorite one. We'll see. It'll be different sized, but I don't think the colors will change at all. That can't be hard to read for. I'll tell you what's hard to read is Roachware's sentence. This can't plus.
I think they mean that.
Domo
That
agato,
can't be hard to
Mr.
read.
Roboto.
Is the letter T near the plus sign? No, it's not anywhere close. Why would he? Anyway, I'm not. Tom Knapp, the way you formed your question, did they fix? I'm not sure that's a mistake. I just think it's something you don't like. So I don't know if they've been asked to change it or. Now what is this all of a sudden? Whoa. Where was? Oh, there was an error and now it's not there. What the hell? I don't know. All right, let's do that again. Yeah, so it's not. I'm not sure I would find that hard to read myself. It's not the most appealing, but
yeah, that does actually look
It
harder.
changed the letters to white, didn't it?
No, it didn't. They're still
Weren't they
red.
black?
no, they're still
Oh, I
red.
meant
No.
I meant the white ones. Weren't they black before? Maybe not.
No,
I wasn't even paying attention to that.
I don't think so. Well, here
But
I'm
yeah,
gonna
I
go.
have short-term memory loss.
I'm gonna go turn that
I have short-term
back.
memory loss.
Yeah, worse than mine. I'm gonna go turn that back on now.
So Roachware was right. It's pretty hard to read because of the contrast. So I guess Maticuri's font extension helps a little bit, in my opinion.
You can find it.
Yeah, I mean, if I know it's font. I just,
I saw
the letter F comes, after E, before G. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how it works.
They'll be moving the decals out of there.
Yeah, so decals aren't a thing anymore. You can make your own. They tell you how to do it, but they are not using decals anymore. And I was wondering why, but I think the reason why is because they like the themes better. They like the. You're a hemiplegic after a stroke. What does that mean? You had a stroke and your blood count is low? I don't know. Are you joking right now? Now, see, I don't know what all this is. Script error, and then it goes away. It's like there was an error, but we were just kidding. I don't understand. All right, so let's hear. Let me just double check you, Drake. Hold on. Oh yeah, it was black.
Yeah.
Interesting. So Maticuri's. I don't find the black. Well, yeah, the black is a little harder to read, I guess, than white would be. So yeah, Matakuri's extension apparently
A
does
little
change.
softer on the eyes, though. I like it. I mean, if I were doing, 8 hours a day on Fantasy Grounds, I think I would
Yeah.
like the black a little better than
You
the
know what's
white.
funny is I am so used to just that brown plain theme that isn't anything that I've just become so accustomed to that I don't. But I
Yeah,
think if you're
that's the
gonna,
leather one or whatever. That's the one I like too.
it's the one
The
that's
default.
nothing. It's the one that if you don't load any theme, it's
Yeah,
that. Because even the
the
white
default.
D&D one is a theme, right?
Yep.
But I think it's cool. Like if you have players and they're logging onto your table every week, you can switch it around and kind of freak them out and go, oh, look what this is. But I do like that you can see these. These are really clear. These buttons on the side. Because sometimes, I mean, I can't. White on gray. I can't think of a better way to do it. I don't know two colors that would be better than that. But anyway, so it's cool. And then assets. Then I guess the themes aren't in here, are they? They have. If I type in theme, is that even a thing? No.
Themeless.
So that's her name, Themeless. But yeah,
There's
so
the new asset pack too that came out too that has letters in it. So now you can actually like put letters on your map, and you can
oh
spell
really?
stuff and type stuff. Yeah. Well, you can't type it yet, but you can put individual letters.
Oh, letter. These are all like I wrote a letter to someone. There we go. Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So I have the subscription, of course. So that means I have every piece of art Fantasy Grounds has made. It's all here. So there's the letters. That's cool. All right. What would anyone else like to ask? You guys can ask questions about any of the DM's Guild products. We can pull up an example. You guys can ask questions about Fantasy Grounds itself. Anything you want to see us do. Anything.
Actually, let's look at Manicuri's fonts, like where people can find it. So if they do like this
Oh,
dark theme, but they hate that
yes.
contrast,
Yes. Okay. So you can go to the extensions thing. I'll put this. This link is on our Discord, but I'll throw it in the chat right here. This is all the extensions we recommend. And Manicuri's font extension is here, Font Roboto, which is on the forums. And so I will grab that link and also put that in the chat. So if you guys want to go download that, he's got actually 4 different Lotto, Monster Rat, Open Sands, and Roboto. Roboto is his favorite, also my favorite, also Drake's favorite. But you guys can check out all these different ones and load them up and turn the extension on. Take a look at your screen and see which one you like better. But there you go.
He's even made some for like that's characters and stuff. I forget what those were.
Oh, and Maticuri is here. He says these are
Language.
the classic, and the second one are for Fantasy Grounds Unity, and they are marked. So if you're using classic,
Yeah.
support ends in 11 days, or you're using FGU, make sure you're using these ones here.
I thought it was the 26th,
24th.
24th.
Yep. Fantasy Grounds Classic support ends June 24th. Now, what that means is Fantasy Grounds Classic will still work. It's just that they will not be doing updates. No, I hit the wrong button. God, don't you guys hate when you do that? I hate that. When you it'll still always work, but this button here will never light up red again after the 24th, and also any DLC. Anything that you can buy on Steam or in the Fantasy Grounds store, of which there's like almost 1,800 titles, will not be changed or updated or anything. It's just over. That's June 24th.
Okay. So Manicuri was saying in chat that in his signature he has links to all his extended language fonts, as well as a fingerspell font, which is sign language, which I think is really fucking cool.
There you go. So that's here, everybody. And if you go to Maticuri's, if you go to that posting, here's his signature, and then it's got all the stuff in it.
So basically, everybody should just be stalking Maticuri on the forums.
Yes.
I mean, click on it, follow him,
Yeah.
stalk him.
Because tomorrow there could be a new extension. You never know. You
That's
never know.
true.
Diablo Bob emailed me or messaged me a thing today. What about this idea? And I didn't say I liked it. I didn't say yes or no. All I said was I'll expect that to be done in 10 minutes. And he said tomorrow. I'm not at home right now. And I said okay. He goes if I was at my and I've already forgotten what the idea is, but it sounded pretty cool. Oh, I know what it is. It's if someone if a party member moves on top of the pin on the map, the DM's pin that's for an encounter, it will lock the tokens and load the encounter. I thought that was
Really?
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great
That's
idea.
fucking cool.
That's a great idea. Okay, so there's the link for that on the forums for the Manicuri's font robots, and I
I'll
recommend.
be moving pins so when you walk through the door, it does it automatically.
Yeah, exactly. Unload all modules extension. Does it work? Fuck no. I don't know. That's the last I have on that.
Did you put the weather extension on there?
Oh, I didn't put the
didn't
weather
see it.
extension. Let's do that. Let's put the weather extension. So you know
So
what I
you
have
don't
to
like
do?
the weather extension.
The weather extension's amazing. Let's.
Do you like the weather extension? Because I thought you hated it.
No. I hated the other weather extensions they had. The one that Maticuri made is amazing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was some other weather
It's
crap
not
that was a
just total
fucking bullshit.
random. It picks up from where it left off, so
Right.
it kind of flows.
If you guys don't know about Manicuri's weather, go look that up. I mean, we can show it here, but yeah, it like calculates the next day based on the previous day. It's pretty awesome. But now, what was I doing?
You're gonna put it on the spreadsheet. So
And
you
it's
find
the
it.
weather
Yes.
extension.
And so in order to do that, I have to go get the name of the what? Is it not going out? Okay. I have to get the
Talk him
name of the
harder.
file, which should be easy enough. Weather generator ext. Okay, good. Right. Grab that. Put that in the file name. And I believe I am safe. I will double check myself, but I believe it's just called weather generator. So let's find out. It is. Boom, weather generator. And then the other information we need to say that's in DM's Guild. No, nope.
DMs.
Nope. It's DM's Guild. All the DMs. And then we need to go get the link. So let's go to DM's Guild Collaborations 2021 Weather Shit. It's called Weather Shit.
So how did your steak come out?
How
But
did
you had
that?
recipe ideas. Air fryer steak. I see it right
Oh.
there. Air
Oh
fryer
yeah,
His
that's
doodle
amazing. It tastes so good. I did it. I'm gonna get another piece of steak tomorrow. All right, where is it? Fantasy Grounds.
One
Unity
up.
Weather
Right
Generator.
there.
There we go. I forgot the word Unity was in it. P.S. Put the link in the Twitch chat. Everyone go buy it right now.
$10. Make it holla.
$10 make you holla. Insert link like that, and then say
Hi, Carrie.
that, and then say that, and then say Gates dynamic weather patterns for the game. Whatever. Close enough.
On the party sheet is where you'll find that tab
Oh yeah,
once you load it.
on the party sheet. Now, here's what we'll do. I'll go start up this thing and open the party sheet, and then we'll see. Then we'll see charge. You know who's in charge? The weather.
Medicure is saying the unload all modules works just fine in Unity, but you have another extension that's hiding the button. The button.
Okay, so Thelgor, the answer to does the weather generator work in 5e only is yes, wink, wink, yes. It's 5e only, wink, wink, core RPG. It's only for 5e, core RPG, wink, core RPG, wink. You see what I'm saying? Okay.
DM skill.
DM's Guild.
No, we have a Yo Mama extension, not a Yo Momo extension.
Yo Momo. Yo Momo. All right, let's go to the party sheet. Like that. Let's go to
There's
the weather. Oh wait, let's do let me see, does unload modules. Where is unload modules located, Maticuri? I thought the button was here.
You don't even have the extension.
Yeah, don't I? I thought I did.
Is it an extension or is it a module?
No, it's an extension that allows you to unload all of your open library modules at once with one click. Ah, okay. So player load manager. All right, one second, everybody. I want to see what the hell is player load manager? I don't even know what that is. Hoping it's called player load manager, which it is not. What is play? Okay. Maticuri, do you know what extension that player load manager thing is from? Because there's nothing. It's
Player
Diablo Bob's
Manager
controls what
Alpha.
loads for players. Diablo Bob's controls. We don't know the name of it. Is he here? Is Diablo Bob here? He's not here. Damn it. Well, because I want to unload that.
Player Manager, maybe.
Well, but is that what it's called? Player Manager? There's no extension.
I'm Google looking, and that's what's coming up. But
well, no, but it's got to be. I have to know this name. I have to know the name of the extension to turn it off. And there's nothing that starts with the word player. Oh, well, player NPC end term, but that's not it. Nobody knows, huh? All right, well, I'm gonna start turning off everything that Diablo Bob did.
Player Agency extension, maybe.
Oh, it's the better module window, he said. Okay. Wait, what? Where? Oh, here it is right here. Okay, so let me turn that off. Now when we go see, because there's a Mad Nomad extension, I believe it's the Actions tab thing, that loads all of the Rob2E coding things without you asking it to do it. It just loads them all. And I wanted to be able to turn that, instead leave that extension on, but also get rid of those out of my library. You know what I'm saying? So now, since we turned off Diablo Bob's extension, I should be able to go open the library, and instead of that load player thing, we'll see a button that says unload all modules, and then I'll do it, and I'll show everybody, and it'll be golden, and everyone will cheer and yell and praise all their deities that they like. Still not liking that script error.
Global Actor Manager. It's a one of your extensions needs to be updated.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, so here we go. Modules. Unload all modules. Okay, wait, let's show the ones that are loaded. Right? These are all loaded. Unload. Gonna do it. It's gonna do it.
So the only one it doesn't work with is the Better Modules window, so you can update your spreadsheet too. Theoretically.
Oh, is Kent's is Kent's blind sight, true sight just no good anymore, Matakiri?
Well, it's because of the lighting, maybe. You tried to unload Sirenscape. No.
Oh, that's why it's taking so long. Okay, well, let's let that crunch on that. Let's go back over here. Welcome to Sunday Night Show, All Things Fantasy Grounds customer service, everybody. We're going to fix it all. So blind sight, true sight, I should just take off the recommend and don't use it anymore because you actually have with lighting, you actually have all that shit, right? So let's just remove that.
Looking in mine right now to see if I have it.
And blind sight, true sight wasn't even a thing we sold. It was a free thing he had on I think that's why he didn't sell it, is he thought it might be fucked up. All right, I'm gonna delete that. And then real quick, I'm gonna go into my folders, extension folders, and I'm just gonna delete it. And so it's not even a thing anymore. It will still be a thing in the instance of Fantasy Grounds that I have open, but that'll all change. And this is still turning. Okay, so the reason it's taking so long, everyone, is Matakiri reminds me that I have Sirenscape Sound Links open. That module contains 35,000 plus things. So it's like, how when you open or close the Dungeon Master's Guide, that takes a few seconds. Well, this is like 20 times more information. So we'll just let that churn. While that's doing that, though, what was the thing we were going to do? We were on our way to do something else.
Weather.
The weather. Yes. Okay, let's go to... Oh, but it's not going to let me do anything. It's not going to let me do anything until... Boo. Okay, hold
I
on.
guess I didn't have the blind sight one.
Cheerbits on the stream. Thanks for the cheerbits.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to open another Fantasy Grounds while that's working. Cheerbits. I'm going to open a different campaign, though. Don't open the same campaign, people. If you're going to open two instances, don't open the same campaign.
Oh, sure you want to do pickup games? You can break it.
Cloud server already exists. Fuck. You can't. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot Unity. You can't do that. All I can do is join as a player, but then I won't be able to do... All right.
Do classic.
No, it's not going to work. Oh, it's done. It's done. Okay.
All right.
It's done. Okay, let's go to party sheet and go to the weather. Yes. Okay. So watch this. You can put in, location name.
Rob's bedroom.
And a region, let's just do Arctic. A season, let's do, well, hell, let's do winter, right? I mean, it is Arctic. Time of day, night. Now, there's a video for this, you guys. He's got a video that explains this way better than I'm about to do. But anyway, you can put in your temperatures, and let's generate 3 days. So now you can generate next, reset, and output to story. So let's generate 3 days of weather. So now remember, there's 6 periods in a day, so this should be 18 entries, right? So you can see it starts out at dawn. Precipitation is light. There's no wind. It's freezing. It's 5 degrees. It also has the Celsius or centigrade, if you prefer. That's there. And then it builds on itself. So midday it starts to clear up, a little bit of wind, freezing still, temperature rises a little bit. Anyway, afternoon, evening, and you can see it goes down. Now there's a special column, and you see at the very end, on the beginning of the 4th day, there's a blizzard.
Ooh.
Yeah, now here's what's cool. I'm just going to put that to 1 and do generate next. So it's going to start here and generate the 4th day all the way to the 5th morning, right? So yeah, negative 18 degrees. I mean, you don't want to, let's just be honest, you don't want to be out there. Anyway, that's kind of cool. So you can tell it to do like, you can do 10 days and it'll generate, I can reset it, generate 10 days, And then if I want output to a story entry, and here is 10 days of weather that you can have to go. And there's a few blizzards in there. Blizzard isn't the only one that can happen. There's other things that can happen. But I mean, that's pretty cool.
It's in an Arctic area.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And you can do that, you can do that for all the different D&D environments, and you can do all the seasons. You can do the time of day, or you can start at a time of day, precipitation levels, wind levels, temperature, starting point. So yeah, it's pretty comprehensive and pretty awesome.
Blizzard or storm, depending on the temperature.
Okay, so there is a question in the chat. Now that Classic is going away, will you still build modules using Classic, or are you going to migrate to totally using Unity or for module building?
Okay, that's a great question. So I've decided personally that all of the modules that are built for, like converting and Team TUI and all that is going to be, at least until the end of 2021, are going to be done in both. Depending on what the status of the community is, I suppose we can ask, like Doug Davison or somebody to give us numbers if they know it. How many % of people are still using Classic? We might continue beyond that point. But the reason that we're doing that is because people who buy our stuff on DM's Guild, some of them may not be Unity users. And so we don't want to, even though the support's going to go away, people will still be using Unity for, probably a few years at least. And the thing about line of sight and lighting is that what we do is we make the module, like let's say it's just a regular adventure with maps and everything. We make the module in Classic. We then export that. Well, we take the campaign folder, bring it over to Unity, open it up in Unity, do the line of sight and lighting, export the module, and then grab all those XML occluder files and copy those back into Classic, and then open the Classic campaign and export it again into the module. That way, this module will work with both versions, because the XML occluder files that are in the module, they just don't do anything in Classic. You just open it up and it ignores them. But in the Unity one, it will obviously work. And the reason we do it that way is so that you have one module that will work in both versions, rather than having to say, here's the Classic version and here's the Unity version, because that would just be a fucking nightmare, right? So the answer is Classic will be supported by Team TUI until at least the end of 2021 and possibly beyond that. Now, I'm not going to say most, but some of the extensions that are made by the developers on Team TUI, who are just doing extensions and not adventurers and stuff like that, most of their stuff is because of Unity, so they'll probably just be Unity versions. But so yeah, that's the answer. What else?
There is another question on top of that. Does the author tool work okay in Unity?
I wouldn't know the answer to that because I have never tried to use it in
never
Unity.
mind. Carrie answered it.
Okay,
he says that FTU support is experimental. No guarantee it will work.
Right.
Good to know.
Because it was built for Classic. Theoretically, it should work, but I mean, you have to take that with a grain of salt. I mean, it's Unity is got its differences, right? I mean, if it didn't have differences, it would just still be Classic. There wouldn't be Unity. But yeah, so there's differences. Now,
the Curiosity says if you don't want the Sirenscape Links module to autoload, you can change that in the options. By default, it will autoload the module, but you probably don't need it to autoload.
No, I don't want it to autoload. Go to options. Let's go down.
Remember when this was just like 15 entries?
Yeah, now it's insane. The Sirenscape auto load module? No. And no. And no. I had to click on it 3 times.
Just to make sure. It's like, are
Yeah.
you sure? Are you really sure?
Yes,
Are you
no,
positive?
yes, no, no, yes, no. No. Okay. Yep, okay,
Token
good.
lights.
Yeah, most
So,
of these. Huh?
I was gonna say, so you're giving one of these away, right? Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna give something away.
I'm just kidding. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, am I gonna give Dark Theme away? No. But I will give away a DM's Guild thing, and if you want Maticuri's weather thing, you can get that. Whatever you guys want. At the proper time, at the proper prize time.
But his font extension is free.
His font extension is free. That's on the Fantasy Grounds forums. Don't have to pay for that.
Nope. So everybody should go get that right now.
Yeah,
right now. Well, okay, maybe after the show. But
right now, right this second. So what else, guys? What you want to see examples of anything else, or would you like to ask more questions about stuff?
Anything and everything.
Like all this. This is a Maticuri extension right here. This is a thing that makes these.
I like that you can move it. That's what I like about it.
What was it?
Oh yeah.
I missed it. Oh, that.
You kind of got to get in there the right spot though to move it.
So these things here, these. Oh no, I opened the wrong one. My bad. Modifier is what I want right here. Yeah, these things: opportunity cover, superior cover, critical max half. The things that you normally have to press the plus or minus button up here to open. They're all just right here for you, right there. You don't need to open it.
And there's like the 2 different settings for that. A and B.
Yeah, you're right. There's A and B. Yeah, that's a good. Thanks, Maticuri. You can do that with any. You have to open the extension and go in and just change the. I don't know if it's a hex code or whatever it is for black to white or whatever. Yeah, that's all. You can manipulate that if you want. You have to kind of know what you're doing, but Maticuri will help you. What is this? Oh, GM versus. Oh, this is languages. Is there poop? We can make poop.
As a language?
Yeah, poop language.
You can make a new language, yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. That was damage type. Yeah, I was thinking of damage types. Poop language.
You can make a poop language. You can add a language.
Shit talk. Bitboss. Gorvidal. Bitboss. Gorvidal all of a sudden forgot how to. Bitboss. All right. What else, everybody? This might be a short show if there's no more questions.
I think that's it. I think.
All right. Well, let's start. Let's start making motions to give away a prize here. Let's make some motions, everybody. We're gonna do a raffle. It's gonna be a keyword raffle. The prize, of course, will be anybody who wins can choose a DM's Guild item with my name on it. So you would just go to DM's Guild and type in, search for Rob Toohey, and then any of those 400 titles that come up, you just pick one. No packages, please. Don't be greedy. I'm giving away free shit. So we need a keyword though. What should the keyword be?
Free stuff.
Yeah, free stuff. I'm hoping that's not already a command. Okay, everybody. So go to the chat right now. Go to Twitch chat. Type in !! free stuff if you want to win some free stuff. And people are entering.
Everybody, yeah.
Everybody get in.
Moochers, I'm just kidding.
Get in, get in. I see some recognizable names. I see a couple new names. I always love it if somebody wins and they're not following the channel so that I can make fun of them, but they still get the prize. I still give it to them.
I love it. Tom Knapp, I win.
I win. Maticuri free.
That's because those guys have everything, honestly.
They do. They have it all. By the way, everybody, the Insanity Bundle is going to be going on sale for one day only, July 4th. Christmas in July, everybody. July 4th happens to be a Sunday. We will be having a show that day, or at least I will be. Maybe these two fuckers won't be here with me. Maybe they have families and shit. I don't know.
What, 4th of July?
I do enjoy fireworks, and this is kind of late for
me. When the fireworks start going off, I run and hide in my house with my dog.
Oh, good. So Drake will be here.
Cheerbits in the stream.
Yeah,
Cheerbits.
I can put headsets on. Yes, please.
Cheerbits, Gorvidal.
That's too loud for
Cheerbits,
me.
Spit Boss. Thank you, sir. Gorvidal's the man. Cheerbit. Look at that. 1,500. That's not nothing. That's crazy. All right, I'm gonna pick a winner. Anyway, what I was saying is, it'll be on a sale that day, but I'm also gonna give away a copy of it on the show that day. So you don't want.
Oh, there's a question. Did you see that?
I did.
What feature would each of you wish there was?
Like desired new feature. Okay. Oh, Diablo Bob makes an appearance. All right, here we go. The winner is Roach. We're Roach. Remember? He's a Roach. That's a lichen throw. Lichen. Congratulations,
Roach.
Roach were.
Roach were, but I think it's not were like I was, I were, we were. I think it's where, like where rat, where wolf, where cougar, where roach. I think that's what it is.
That's horrifying now that I'm thinking about it. Oh
Yeah.
my God. I mean, I already don't like roaches. I live in Texas and we have flying roaches. So
well, now what about a lycanthrope roach that turns into a fucking sucks your neck?
What true?
Well, they're vampires. You know what to do, Roach. You know what to do. Send me your pic and your email, your DM Guild email in the Discord, and then I'll get you hooked up. Oh, and here's what we do. Don't forget. Always write it down. Just so that the reason I do that is so somebody emails me, hey, I won on the show tonight. And I don't remember, but I'll go look and see if your name matches. And then I'll be like, you trying to scam me? Scam me. Remember, everybody, next week, Don'ts and Do's with many guests should be here. Let's see, who do I know is coming? I know that Joe Numbers is coming. I know that Svenster might be coming. That's all I know for sure. Leroon and Joe, and then the three of us. Robin will not be here. She was already said she won't be here.
Oh, I miss you so much.
All right, so which feature would we like? What do you guys think? Do you guys have one you'd want?
I want one that helps manage, like, how many javelins an NPC has, or how many charges they have on their wand, or
yeah.
Oh yeah, the one we came up with yesterday, which was
to reload their spells.
if you long rest the party, the NPC's spell slots get recharged.
Oh wow.
Because they should be. Moskin Pause wants the pizza button.
Rob has it. He has a pizza
I do
button.
have it. It doesn't. I tried to set it up with if FT. There's that website if whatever, but it didn't. I couldn't get it to work. I was just gonna have it order my easy order from Domino's when I pushed the button, but I couldn't get it to work. Manicure wants a REST API. So I think the most things Fantasy Grounds I would want is DMs to allow a trusted player to open another player's character sheet to manipulate it, because this comes up so often. Rob, I don't have the right code for my what such and such, and I'm like, oh fuck. So then I have to go type it in the chat and say, now copy that and pay, and it would just be so much easier if I could open their character sheet and fix it for them as a player. And so obviously you wouldn't want, a DM sometimes wouldn't want to give an untrustworthy player access to some other player's sheet, but I think that would be a cool option.
Co-DM.
Co-DM. Well, so that's another feature. Co-DM would also be, that's been talked about before, where a person who is not the host could also have all access to all the DM shit. That would be cool too. Cool. Yeah. And I thought of that all the way back in 2015 or 2016, when the very first module I ever did for Smiteworks was something called I forget the name of it. I'll get it in a second. But it was a wedding.
Gixxer.
It was a wedding. Here, what's it called? It was called Of Drow Origin. and it was published in May of 17, so 4 years ago. And it was the very first one I did for Smiteworks. So it's in the Smiteworks store of Drow Origin. And that is a one-shot that is a wedding, but there is definitely call for a split the party thing with 2 DMs. And so all the way back then I thought, man, it would be great if you could have, 2 different dungeon masters running the party or half the party or whatever. And there's actually a video of that on YouTube. We did run that, and it was where we had 2 chat rooms, 2 Discord chat rooms, or two at the time I think it was TeamSpeak, and and the 2 DMs were using the same laptop at the same location, so they were physically together, and it was insane. But it would be so cool if you could have like co-DM or something like that. That would be cool too.
Gixxer makes a good point though on your statement, Rob. All they got to do is release their character, and you could take it over.
That's
yeah,
true.
But then you have to re-release it, and then somebody has to take
That's
it back.
true.
and
Yeah, but so
thing.
so that's a workaround. That's definitely a workaround. But wouldn't it be, Spencer? Are you going to be here next week? Are you coming to the show? Wouldn't it be great though if you could the DM could just click next to a player's name, a toggle, and then that player was allowed to just open anybody else's. I mean, it'd be so much easier, because the idea is to take pressure off the DM. And if you release a character and the other guy claims it, and then he has to re-release and give it back to the original player, and then she has to claim it. That's a lot of DM involvement. Whereas my idea is to leave the DM out of it, so he doesn't have to fucking worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like you could build an extension that overrides that, but I think it would be for all the players. It would be hard to specify just one.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm not. That's everyone knows that I don't. As soon as we're talking about the inner workings of an extension, it's all the Charlie Brown teacher to me. I don't know how to do it.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yes, ma'am. Wah, 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 wah. No, ma'am.
Okay, so since these guys already talked about their wish list, here's what I want. It's superficial and it's super stupid and pointless, but I want colorful dice. I want dice that have multiple colors, that have glitter, little pretty things in it. That's what I want.
Now, Fantasy
I want
Grounds,
fucking fancy dice.
they talked about that. I think that's a back burner thing. It might happen one day.
It's so back burner, it will never happen. I mean, quote me now. In the next 2 years, I will still have plain looking dice.
Oh, so Sven's idea, a way to track NPC spell slots. So there is a way to track those. What we talked about, you must have just got here, Sven, because we talked about this about 4 or 5 minutes ago. The only thing it doesn't do is if you long rest a party and an NPC's part of your party, it doesn't reset their spell slots. But they do have trackers in there though. Those are already there. They've been there for a year or two. P.S. Sven, you're invited to be part of next week's show. I don't know if you got that notification in Discord, but I hope you can do that.
Matakiri too.
Yeah, Matakiri. Yeah. Oh, did Matakiri? Oh yeah, Matakiri. I didn't know, and Diablo Bob as well. I don't know if you guys. I haven't. Nobody said if they're coming or not, so I just didn't know. But yeah, Diablo Bob.
I said I was coming, but
yeah, you did. But you would have been there anyway because you're part of the show.
I could not be here. I mean, it's very
we want you. We want you.
Like it.
But people that aren't on every week is Matakiri, Diablo Bob, Spencer, Joe Numbers, Gwydion. We invited Gwydion, but he can't. He might show up in the chat, but he can't.
He's usually such a very busy man.
Sunday night's hard for him, yeah. Well, because he lives with like 3 women. Well, and specifically what I'm talking about is his wife and 2 daughters. He doesn't have like 3 girlfriends or something. Because if he did, I'd have to get notes on how to do that. Yeah, he wouldn't have any time.
Bob's out of town. That's right. He's not even going to be at the game.
Bob can't be there because Matakiri says no promises. Okay, well, so whoever we get.
There will be people other than us, basically.
Yeah. Well, and I was Sven and Joe, and Drake. Specifically, I was looking for because they DM a lot. And then Bob and Matakiri I was looking for because they know the inner workings of things. And basically, even though there'll be some of us here on camera doing the show, everybody in the chat will be participating because it's going to be do's and don'ts. Oh, and we might get Super Teddy, Dom from Smiteworks. He's a maybe. But there'll be enough of us here, and then everybody in chat, and we'll be going over don'ts and do's. And I'm sure people in chat will also have suggestions too, so that'll be a good show next week to talk about. Let's give away one more prize. I mean, who's generous? What's going on?
Natakiri's gonna have the spell slotted NPC spell slotted thing ready tomorrow.
I am curious.
Nice.
Gixter was saying Josh was mentioning that on one of his streams. Who the fuck is Josh?
Oh, Josh. I'll
Josh,
explain.
the
Hold on
artist.
1 second. I'll explain. Free stuff. Free stuff, everybody. Exclamation point, free stuff. Join again. I'm giving away another thing. So Joshua Watmow is a Smiteworks employee for about the last year or so. He has a Saturday 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific show every week. And he is the resident artist at Smiteworks, and he is the one who designed all of the art packs and all of the themes and everything. That's who Josh is. He's been on the show.
He also wants pretty dice as well, apparently.
Hold on a second.
Okay, cool.
Hold on a second.
Ending him.
He was also on this show in March of 20, and you were there.
I don't remember.
Who the fuck is Josh?
This was a year ago. You expect me to remember things? Ugh.
Now you know how I feel when people go, "Why can't you remember shit, Rob?" I'm like, well, I'll tell you why, because I don't remember. That's why I write shit down.
I have a goldfish memory, okay? I forget things after they happen, okay?
So here's what I'm thinking. I don't know if I'm going to do it, but maybe sometime soon. I'm going to we have to put a blank spot here, like no show this week. I want to drive to Bend, Oregon. I just thought of this today. I just watched this documentary, The Last Blockbuster. I don't know how many people have seen it. But you guys probably, even if you haven't seen the video or the documentary, you guys probably all know there's one Blockbuster store in Bend, Oregon. That's it. There's no other Blockbuster stores. There used to be 3 in Alaska, but they're closed now. And I want to drive to Bend, Oregon. This is probably an 8-hour drive for me. Rent a hotel room and stay there for like, at least a weekend, but maybe 3, 4, 5 days. And just rent videos at that Blockbuster. Get the closest hotel, go in, rent videos. I totally want to do this. And if I do that, I'm probably going to do it on a weekend. So I won't.
Wait. Is that the Blockbuster that was turned into the B&B or the Airbnb?
No, it's still an operating Blockbuster store and has been for ever since Blockbuster started in like 85. It's just the last one
that has been converted into an Airbnb.
Oh, that could be too. I don't know about that one. But this is here. I'll show everybody.
Okay, hold on. People want their free shit. They don't want to know about Blockbuster.
No,
Airbnb.
Blockbuster. You're gonna watch it. You're gonna here it is right here. All right, free shit. Let's do it. The winner is Gixer. Gixerist.
All right.
So Gixerist, you know what to do. You know what to do. You've won before. You know this program. Write his name down too. Gixerist. Gixer1ST. Gixerist. And so yeah, Blockbuster. So that's my idea. Is I want to drive. This is the kind, people go to see Mount Rushmore. People go to the Grand Canyon. My vacation is I'm going to go to Blockbuster, rent videos, and just sit in the hotel room, watch videos, go back, rent more, buy this candy and the popcorn. This is my idea.
Okay, no. You need to find where the Blockbuster Airbnb is.
Oh, let's look that up.
Everything set up. They even have like candies for you and VHS for you to watch.
Oh, this might be an idea. Now, watch, it's going to be in like Virginia or someplace.
Somewhere you will not go.
Oh, it's there. You can get an Airbnb right next to the Blockbuster. It's there.
Oh, shit!
I told you.
Oh, snap!
Look, they have the original Doritos, too.
$4 a night? Fuck you, it's not $4 a night. All right, let's check availability.
Tire Home.
Oh, look at these dates are fucking blocked out. Next. August 5th. Oh, Saturday. Blocked out. No, yeah, you know when it's $4 a night because there's no rooms.
It's just one giant place.
There's only
Damn.
three reviews.
All right, I better go back. Hold on. I'm not seeing any of these. Nothing. The first available date is never.
Keep going.
Oh shit. Well, so
It's
here's the
super
thing though.
cool and popular.
By September, you know, it could be fucking closed by then. You know what I mean? Like, look, there's no dates. There's just no dates ever. Fuck.
Wow.
So where is it located at? I can't
Bend,
really-
Oregon.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So Bend, Oregon is welcome to Fantasy Grounds, everybody. Welcome to the Rob Tui Fantasy Grounds show, where he looks to see distance from Spokane to. I think it's about 8 hours driving. Oh, six and a half hours. 6.5 hours is all. Well, that's not that bad because it's 5 hours to Portland. Why would it be? Oh, because you could cut down. I see. Oh, Bend is not. I thought Bend was more toward the water, but I guess it's a mid-state. I didn't really realize that. Population 80,000. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking about doing. Back to business.
We've been talking about renting an Airbnb and playing D&D for 4 days. That's what we've been talking about.
Oh yeah,
Different.
well we did that last time. We did that in Florida.
Well, we did
Florida.
it for 2 days, but
Yeah, 4 days would be all right, but not Florida. Yeah,
well,
and I'm almost.
I don't
like,
have a whole lot of choice about it. I'm not driving to Georgia.
Georgia. Who said anything about Georgia? Get on a plane, fucker. That's what I did.
Oh, it's up in the mountains, according to Corby Doll. He used to live in that area.
Yeah. So does FG. Yeah, it does. It does. But I wouldn't. I don't think I would. I don't think I would take a laptop so that I could do the show, or I just would be like, fuck that. I'll just skip a week. But you guys should watch that. You guys should watch that. It's on Netflix. It's called The Last Blockbuster, and it's pretty interesting. A lot of people think Netflix was the reason Blockbuster went away, but that's not true. They explain what happened. It has nothing to do with Netflix. So it's pretty interesting. They fucked up, is what they did. They fucked it up. All right, we gave away prizes. We answered questions. It's been an hour. I think our obligation to the community is
The next Denver and Dragons will be Bend and Blockbuster.
Bend and Blockbuster. That's right. Yeah, I mean, I would totally rent that be an Airbnb for myself, but there's no available dates. Somebody already thought of that idea. Why doesn't someone else who's got a house near there do that?
There's only 4 people that live in Bend, Oregon.
No, it's 80,000 people plus tourists.
Wow.
So
That's bigger than my town.
yeah, Tom Knapp, thank you, sir. All right, guys. That's gonna be. Let's see. Yeah, next week we talked about that. Okay. And we got the green. We closed out show 163. So next week, join us, and I'll be looking for PMs from Roach and Gixxer to give them their prizes.
We get 10 minutes.
You got 10 minutes. Any final words from the two of you, Furied Fate or Drake Takes? Do you guys want to say anything before we end?
Fancy dice.
No.
I will hold my breath until I get them.
All right, she's gonna get a headache and pass out, everybody, because that's what happens when you try to hold your breath.
Yeah, let's wait. Let's wait. We can wait 30 seconds. Come on, Rob. Let's just wait 30 seconds. Go ahead, Fury.
If you're trying to protest anything to your friend or your family, and you're like, "I'm gonna hold my breath," the only thing that happens is you pass out. You don't get your dream. You just wake up later like, "What happened?" Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you back on the channel Friday for Joe's game, and until then, good gaming, everyone.